E tá funcionando. Droga, vou ter que carregar o jogo tudo de novo, é sério? E tá funcionando. Droga, vou ter que carregar o jogo tudo de novo, é sério? Alô, alô, teste. Só pra ver se o áudio tá certo. Teste. Eu não sei se tá certo, mas eu vou iniciar o jogo já. Alô, teste. Só pra ver se o áudio tá certo. Teste. Beleza. Hoje tá certo. E o jogo vai carregar, ó, demorado igual, ó, tudo. Mas é o que dá pra fazer. Porque afinal eu sou um canal pequeno ainda. Se eu fosse um canal grande, até dá pro pessoal, né, dar uma julgada assim, falar, ah, mas você é um canal grande, você não tem dinheiro pra comprar um negócio bom. Agora, sendo um canal pequeno, ninguém pode me julgar. E bem-vindos à minha conta principal. E vamos fazer a missão direto. Porque afinal todo mundo tá fazendo. E como eu não quero levar spoiler e a minha conta de live tá longe pra caramba, é melhor a gente fazer agora do que deixar pra depois. Então vamos lá. Eu tô jogando aqui com um mago gay. E é isso. Eu não sei se tem um suporte decente no meu time, acho que não tem. Não sei se isso aqui é suporte decente. Isso é um suporte decente? Não faço ideia se isso é um suporte decente. Enfim, vamos continuar a missão. Já se passou um tempo proteger o incidente da fortaleza Merapide. Sua sentença tá bom. Que relaxadinha foi essa, pai? Tá bom, vamos embora. Máscara da culpa. Capítulo aberto, bora. Vamos embora. Nunca mais ter que voltar pra cá. E... onde tá a recepcionista? Tá lá embaixo. Pô, tá bom, né? Pessoa que me espera lá embaixo, beleza. Aqui a recepcionista. Alô, quero ir embora.
Please sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and due to...
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
Mais mar primordial, sério?
What's happening? I'm fine, thanks.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Ah, por que a gente teve que voltar e perguntar, velho? Foi só um maremoto, gente, padrão. Acontece. Nem parece que nunca viram um. Pô. Pra quem já deve estar perguntando, sei lá, se tá vendo a live agora, sim, essa live vai... Acho que vai... Eu pretendo que isso aqui vire cortes, assim, tipo, melhores momentos. Ou que, sei lá, pelo menos vire uns cortezinhos que dá pra postar no Shorts. Isso é, se acontecer alguma coisa engraçada, o que não é meu caso. Eu não sou engraçado, mas eu tento. Ah, isso aqui tá torto, pera aí. Não era pra ativar o Game Turbo, cara. Não. Eu quero mudar a posição. Não, eu quero mudar a posição. Não, eu quero... Ah, esquece, vai. Duke.
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Ah, só perguntar do tremor, né? Nada demais.
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just...
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
Monsieur Levenet. O jeito que eles falam, hein?
So, the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Prioridades.
Wait, seriously?
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now?
Sim, e vamos levar você.
That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were... Oh, yeah, Paimon feels... Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
Beleza.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go.
You're not going to see us off?
Não.
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
O cara vai com a gente.
Well, you actually...
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too? Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to...
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble.
Com as leis da Furina é meio complicado, mas a gente tenta, né?
Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Merripit, we should probably go report... You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette?
I'm sure just your regard. You're right.
Agora eu tô meio com medo. Será que eu tenho iniciado a missão do Neuvillette? Acho que eu fiz cagada. Mas enfim, nós vai fazer. Nós faz o que tiver que fazer. Minha familiar. Beleza. Não, tranquilo. Eu tinha que ter feito. Foi muito burro também. Vamos lá, vamos fazer. Eu tenho tempo. Tô cansadão, tô com tempo, eu posso fazer isso. A gente faz a missão do Neuvillette e é isso. E a gente faz rápido, afinal meu Linné é uma máquina de dano.
The weather's amazing today.
Kiara,
Monsieur Neuvillette! And you are?
Youtubers.
Oh, I remember. You're the Traveler and Paimon. I've heard about you. Aww, she's adorable.
Cala a boca.
Thanks for the compliment.
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
A threatening letter? Oh, right. I remember now. The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something about catching me, so I thought someone wanted to play hide and seek. But Sidine told me it was a threatening letter, and that I could be in danger. But that's not gonna happen with everyone looking after me, right?
Have you run into any suspicious-looking people recently?
Suspicious-looking people? What counts as suspicious?
Alguém que tá te seguindo pelas costas, né, filho?
Did you think of... No,
Fala.
I don't remember meeting anyone like...
Do you still have the letter with you? I want...
Oh,
Tá bom.
let's see. Found it.
Tá.
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you. A simple threat. Neither the handwriting nor the content itself reveals anything about the writer's intentions. We can't rule out that possibility. Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, I will be heading back to the Palais Mammonia to review some official documents. Kiara, you should come with us. It's safer if you stay close by.
Sure.
Como é que os bichos... Como é que os caras ameaçam pra esses bichinhos? Olha que bonitinhos.
Check on her place later.
But you are being watched right now. Going off on your own could be dangerous.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe.
Droga, eles fizeram algumas falas da Paimon não puláveis. Pronto.
Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
Irmãzona
All right.
Paimon.
Let us go our separate ways for now.
Tá bom,
Please
né?
take...
We'll take her to a lost place right away. See?
Ah, tá.
So, Kiara, how old are you? Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to the Court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago. Carol? Didn't Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago. Why would Paimon be a big sister to you? My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis. Huh, Paimon sees.
Ah,
Hey, Traveler, did you hear that?
o quê? Tem alguém literalmente por trás da gente? Parou pra ver roupa! Tem alguém ali atrás.
Strange. Ayla!
Kiara, you're here. Huh? Wait, aren't these two...
Youtubers.
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I thought so. What brings you here?
Estamos numa missão secreta. Uau.
Right. Guess I shouldn't have asked.
inspecting the store as planned?
Of course. Go ahead.
Esses bichinhos andando, velho.
No hazards detected. You've cleared the inspection. Seems like the criminal from that case last month never set foot in here at all. That was quick. What were you inspecting? I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that us Melazines have special eyes that can see things people can't. Things like bloodstains. No matter how hard you try to clean them up, we Melazines can see the residuals.
All right. Now that you're done inspecting, can we have a chat? Hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month and wanted to hire you as my model. Is that okay with you?
Of course! Is there anything I need to do?
Please wait a moment while I take your measurements. This sample should be a perfect fit.
Seems like they get along with... Huh? What are you looking at? Is there really someone watching us? Shh!
Tem alguém ali. E como esse jogo aqui é mal feito, a gente pode literalmente correr na direção do alvo. Porque o modo stealth só funciona quando ele quer. Não quando precisamos.
Why isn't he back yet?
Gotcha!
Paimon jump scare.
Charlotte, what are you doing here? Oh, wait, don't tell Paimon you're the one who sent Kiara that threatening letter. But you don't seem like the...
Threat letter? What threat letter? This is starting to feel like an interrogation. Okay, I'll be straight with you. I don't know the slightest thing about that threat letter you mentioned. I only wanted to follow Monsieur Neuvillette and request an interview with him.
You want to interview him?
That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. Interviewing him is... but it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance to... So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
Não, acho que ele concordaria. Eu garantirei manuscritos para ele revisar. Tem preços específicos.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation.
I see. Well, if you say so, I guess I'll... In exchange, could you tell me what the threat...
All right, then.
Ah, fazer o quê, né? Vamos contar.
What? Someone's targeting a cute little Melazine?
Ok, eu gosto dela.
Not so loud.
Cala a boca.
It just so happens that I did an interview with Kiara. Last month, in fact. It was well received by our readers, so I was planning... I'll ask my colleagues about it. Who knows? We might find something. And don't worry. I know what I'm doing. This secret's safe with me. But I gotta warn you, even if I keep my lips sealed, others will know eventually.
Why?
People care a great deal about Monsieur Neuvillette's each and every move. Some may have already realized that something was up. Besides, the case involves Melazines. So, anyway, I'll get...
É.
Well, that was a nice chat.
Vamos voltar e ver Kiara. A gente vai lá e, sei lá, alguém já sequestrou ela. Ah! Mami, Clorinda. Dona Clorinda.
What do you think? The design looks pretty good.
I think it's great.
Huh. It's very pretty indeed.
Haran, what are you doing here? It seems that you just...
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a... Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. It didn't feel right to have my employer personally take on such trivial cases. I happen to have some time at the moment, and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom-made at this boutique, in any case, so we always have a lot to talk about.
Ah,
Oh, Neuvillette.
Leave
cala
this to me.
boca, Paimon.
You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
Beleza.
Okay,
Obrigado.
then, we'll leave Kiara.
Chip. Fica quieta, Paimon. Você não fala, Paimon. Você muda. Beleza, vamos... Vamos pra lá do melhor jeito possível. A gente pula num lugar alto, aí a gente teleporta pra não morrer. Bom, galera, vocês querem ver um showzinho? Será que eu consigo agradar um menino assim? Eles não tem uma animação de parar não e olhar? Tem um mágico aqui do seu lado.
And voila!
Tá, né? Fazer o quê? Tem melucines aqui dentro? Eu não lembro. Porque agora eu tô com a Diona, eu vou dar uma olhada, tipo, se eles são do mesmo tamanho. Será que são? Ah, não tem melucines aqui? Porra, Neuvilete mó racista, cara. Ó. Não tem melusine aqui dentro. Só tem gente. Ah, tá, tem um aqui.
Go off on your own, or you might not be allowed to leave.
Neuvilete. Isso se chama golpe de estado.
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
We ran into Cloran. She offered to help us protect.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
Nossa, muito boas mãos.
We thought so too.
Calada pra...
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports submitted by Kiara and major cases I've judged over the past decade. I've come up with two plans. On one hand, I could start with Kiara and track down the group behind all this step by step. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and confirm my suspicions if there is indeed a mysterious group that bears a grudge. Don't
Sure,
worry.
Paimon.
I'm a fast reader when it comes to official documents. After all, I have several hundred years of reviewing under my belt.
Show,
Thank
Paimon.
you. I will continue looking through the ones piled up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in this.
Opa! Beleza, eu vou sentar. Shungyo tem perna curta, olha isso. O pé dele não encosta no chão. Linei também não. Shangling menos. Jona. É foda. Então vamos de Jona aí. Sobre o conselho, sobre caso de contrabando, sobre caso de propina. Houve um grande escândalo sobre propina dentro dos guards. A patrulha de segurança de monitoramento especial investigou todo o caso. Todos os suspeitos envolvidos foram presos. Os suspeitos confessaram seus crimes. Oh, interessante. Sobre proposta do Conselho Representativo sobre caso de contrabando. Sobre o caso de contrabando foi resolvido pelas forças conjuntas de guards e do bacharelado fantasma. Os principais criminosos receberam a sentença baseada na severidade dos seus crimes. Por favor, consulte o apêndice para a lista de nomes. Sobre a proposta do Conselho Representativo sobre Wesley. Sobre Wesley. O réu Wesley confessou seus crimes e foi declarado culpado pelo Inex Neuvilete. Wesley foi exilado para a fortaleza Meropide, onde ele era a servir sua sentença. Durante o julgamento, Neuvilete permaneceu em silêncio por muito tempo. Sobre a proposta do Conselho Representativo, o Conselho Representativo enviou um pedido de colaboração com o bacharelado fantasma. Marechalato Fantasma. Eu não sei ler. Em um determinado evento público. Baseado em suas pesquisas, eles acreditam que melucines podem aumentar a popularidade desses eventos. O Machado de Assis ainda não respondeu. Entretanto, ele não proibiu melucines de participarem de tais atividades. Tá, enfim. O que eu posso ver agora? Sobre a espina de Rosula. Carlos, o chefe da espina de Rosula foi derrotado em um duelo e morreu com ferimentos graves. Na atividade de defender sua honra, o réu não declarou nenhuma objeção durante o julgamento. Index Village reservou seu julgamento nesse caso. Os detalhes ainda estão sendo investigados. Falando em espina de Rosula, gente, vocês viram a Návia, como ela tá? Porra, a Návia tá muito top, velho.
We skipped through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful.
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is, if memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases. The documents you see are just a small fraction of what's really there.
Whoa, that's a lot. Looks like the work of a Chief Justice isn't easy at all.
Seu trabalho é mão fácil, não faz nada, pai.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine. There are many documents here. Take a break if you are tired. All right, let us take a break then.
Vamos parar. Cadê a parte que alguém vai entrar correndo e falando que Kiara foi pega, Kiara foi sequestrada. Mataram a Kiara.
Even though resting is a part of taking a break, shouldn't we at least talk about something?
Não?
All the silence is making time.
Que se dane você, Pam.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Mammonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should do. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all that work.
Ooh, drinks! Thank you!
Pai, mas você não tem tamanho pra beber.
Paimon wonders what Novelette likes to drink. Oh, maybe he's a fan of really fancy wines.
Não, esse aí é o Zongli.
He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. You know, like Diluc.
E o Diluc não bebe.
What's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
Não reclama, Paimon.
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
Por que vocês estão decepcionados, gente? É água.
So it's just plain old water?
Água do banho, da Furina, pô.
What did you think it was?
Since you're the chief...
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call it sophisticated.
Nossa, pera aí, depois dessa tem eu. Cadê minha garrafa, velho? Nossa, deixei lá na cozinha. Depois eu pego. Pô. Bebe aí, rapaziada, água.
I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other drink factories in Fontaine, including those that specialize in packaging pure drinking water. Said water is sourced from all across Teyvat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chintsa village, and Inazuma's Konda village. Here is one of their latest products. Water
Caraca.
from Sumeru's Apam Woods.
Água.
If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of Cider Lake warm the heart. The waters of Chintsa village have a poignant touch, while one might call the waters of Konda village... Distinct differences exist between the waters of each area. You will appreciate their intricacies once you taste them carefully.
Oh.
Really? Let Paimon try!
Que bonitinha. Tem uma animação dela tomando água.
What do you think?
Nope.
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your tastes.
Talvez.
This doesn't have to do with refining our tastes. I'm pretty sure most ordinary people can't tell the difference. Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon?
É porque ele é velho.
We are allowed to bring that up, right? Since no one else is around? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages.
Ué, porque ele renasceu como humano, pô.
Sorry, Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Questions? Are there really things you can't figure out?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns my own existence.
Oh.
In essence, I neither know why I was born in this form, nor do I understand where my long life should take me. I lost many memories from the moment I was born. The primordial sea, for example. I can only vaguely recall its connection to me, but I am unaware of what that connection is exactly. Perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form of an answer. However, they are scattered across all of Teyvat. Abruptly visiting could very well pose an unpredictable risk.
Ah, chega no Zong, ele faz um contrato e é isso, acabou, fi.
True.
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long time. But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. Even I don't have the slightest idea what they mean. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between humans and myself. By observing their behavior, perhaps I could one day understand the meaning of my existence.
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. As an outsider, chances to engage in meaningful interactions with others are few and far between. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat. Such opportunities are rare.
Are we gonna continue reading these?
I wasn't able to find any leads even after browsing through most of the documents. But while we were on the topic of water a moment ago, another idea came to me.
Water? Do you mean...
A
That's
fonte.
The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters converge. It is if there really were an organization attempting to use Melusines against me, perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by Perhaps we should go.
É, realmente, os diálogos em Fontaine estão ficando ainda maior. Lá para a fonte de Lucine. Tá bom. Podemos teleportar já para a fonte? Seria bom. Nossa, agora que eu vi ali na TV ó, o mapa. É engraçado ver onde é o novo boss. Ok, vamos descer.
Monsieur Neuvillette?
É engraçado os caras comentando.
I probably shouldn't disturb them.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
What should we do next?
Entrar no meio e ver a Furina chorando.
Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few steps back and keep a safe distance.
Distância
A safe
segura?
distance? Whoa, it's glowing!
Mas você não deixou eu tomar uma distância segura, animal. Não. Eu fui tomado por uma luz. Meu Deus. O jogo voltou pra beta. Estamos no passado. Sem Paimon? Sem Paimon. E ao mesmo tempo sem falas. Parabéns, jogo. Você não consegue pagar o dublador. Mano, vamos reparar as mudanças antes, velho. Olha. Só tinha uma fonte. Tinha o quê? Olha, velho. Tinha uma escadinha pra cá. Não tem nada aqui. Ah, sem Paimon pra falar. Ah. Beleza. Cara, olha só. Olha. Se a gente tá no passado, pô, acho que era da hora, hein? Novilete. E. Isso aqui não passa uma vibe do Harry Potter, a câmera secreta, velho? A gente volta no passado e é isso. A gente vê lá o Novilete sendo acusado de ter uma aranha.
The court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's definitely the safest to just stay in the village. But I want to see the outside. In truth, I've never really understood the purpose of my existence. For almost 20 years, we've stayed in our village without finding any answers. That's why we wanted to leave our village and look for the meaning of our existence elsewhere.
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village. It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head. And I tried really hard not to cry.
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. Removing it will be no easy feat. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society. Despite my social status, I am still an outsider.
Oh, I see. I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble, I suggest that you inform Vautrin, the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Ué? E? Vai a live de Genshin.
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes. Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
E lá se foi. Que lugar que é esse, velho? Ah, agora que eu tô entendendo que lugar é esse. Agora que eu saquei. Vamos continuando. Quanto mais parte sem a Paimon, mais o jogo fica feliz. Ia lá.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh,
Oh, tadinha. Jogo, não me faça chorar, jogo, por favor.
hello. I'm Carol, a Melazine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these monsters. Haven't you realized? Strange incidents have been increasing ever since they came.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Nervilet allowed them into the court of Fontaine just like that.
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for investigating cases as well. I swear, there's some hidden agenda at play here.
Go away! Quit acting innocent!
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him. We joined the Mare Chaussee Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Oh, ela luta de volta.
Cases? With Nervilet in cahoots with you. You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know. So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melazines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Chaussee Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation. There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However, there's been no evidence pointing towards Melazines being involved.
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Nervilet's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
Mano, racismo, velho. Sacanagem.
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society. Best if you give up before it's too late.
Monsieur Nervilet said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I don't know how long it'll take, but I can at least try making my best effort. I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out to everyone.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna take them away, right?
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
Se isso aqui for um Romeu e Julieta, eu vou adorar, velho. Tipo um amor proibido. Eu vou adorar de verdade, velho. Ah, velho. Tô ficando triste, pera aí. Ai, ai. Ih, quem que tá ali? Pelo ronco do motor é o Neuvillette. E mais esses dois, vamos lá. Ih, tem um ponto de teleporte aqui. Vou desbloquear antes de falar com ele, sai fora. Ah lá. A casa de ópera tá pra lá.
Monsieur Neuvillette, what's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin.
Oh.
Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the trust of humans.
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Any small incident could undermine the hard work you put in. Please be on your guard for the next...
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Vixe, já tô vendo onde isso vai dar. E vai dar ali na frente, ó.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine.
Os caras estão querendo dar um golpe no Neuvillette. O quê?
So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand.
Ah, calem suas bocas. Não, pera aí, velho.
Turn the murderer in!
Nossa, sim. O que tá acontecendo, rapaz?
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette too!
Ih! Mas eles olham pra gente.
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back.
Não, cara. Achei que tinha coisa ali.
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette confess to his mistakes and yield up power. The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
Ah, não.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth? She didn't have to prove her innocence like that.
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss Carroll might have thought there was no better plan.
That is indeed something she'd do.
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur Neuvillette right away?
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best of people. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have rubbed off on me instead. I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront New Villette. They even avoided causing trouble for me. They were after Carol all along.
Ah, véi.
Can you understand how I feel? Right now, there's only one thought on my mind.
Essa é a missão lendária do New Villette.
Their debt be repaid.
Eu tenho que fazer ela antes de ir pra missão do modo história.
I understand, but I'm certain Monsieur Nervalette wouldn't accept that as a solution.
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after that, I will take responsibility for everything.
Caraca, aí sim, vai, Valtrim. Vai, Valtim. Massacre eles, na moral. Nossa, velho, que ódio que deu agora, velho. Seres humanos. Nossa, velho. Ainda bem que eu tô fazendo essa daqui em live, ainda bem, cara. Eu pego os detalhes, eu olho tudo. Ainda bem que eu tô fazendo em live.
Did you know? You're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Apparently, he resorted to personal measures to seek revenge for Carol, and settled the score with the group that framed his friend. Hey, why aren't you saying anything?
Porque foi ele que, né? Ah, não foi ele não.
Best to bail him out when the trial commences.
Bail him out?
Shh, keep it down. Haven't you realized? Both Vautrin and Carol are Nervillette's most trusted subordinates. After everything that happened to Carol, Nervillette's guaranteed to do everything he can. Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted, Nervillette's status is secure as can be. As long as we redirect public opinion, Nervillette will be able to give Vautrin a reprieve.
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the justice he upholds. Please, think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way he did?
Realmente.
Yeah, that's right!
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against Carol. How could Vautrin be declared guilty for seeking revenge?
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent! He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, your revenge could be seen as a form of justice.
Mas, como o julgamento é realizado por uma IA,
I understand your decision. Which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even grief about the judgment I must now impose. Personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. To execute your plan for revenge, you abused your authority and conducted informal executions. Your actions have thus violated the law. Therefore, you will be declared guilty.
What?
That can't be! Monsieur Nervillette, please give this a little more thought. He has done so much for Fontaine.
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm innocent. Why can't you just let me off? Is this what justice means to you? Answer me, Neuvillette!
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin.
Preciso, olha essa balança, cara.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Vautrin will be declared guilty.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Nossa, velho. Não, pera aí, velho. Nossa, que bad, velho. Cala a boca, pai.
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of me. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused the emotions within the fountain of Lucine to boil over. Due to my negligence, the overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well. Are you all right?
Tá tudo certo.
Anyway.
It is as you said. This might be because I am different. It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers, lakes, and even the rain.
That sounds...
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by water are always chaotic and disconnected. As an outsider, having my mind occupied with which ones? It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am deliberately hiding them. It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I discovered something strange.
Isso, não explica nada, papai, obrigado.
I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization that may be pulling the strings here. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara. If I remember correctly, it seemed to...
Oh! Didn't we read...
You've read about it. In that case, the resentment should have come from that incident.
Huh? What are you doing here?
Navia!
I was just about to look for you at the Palais Mermonia.
Navia! Nice to see you again! Is there something we can help with?
I've heard some things, but I'm not purposely asked. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, and that you're investigating the case. So I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads. We've had unfamiliar faces showing themselves at the Fleuve Cendre lately. Maybe you'll find the suspects among them.
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on investigation, accompanied by the Traveler from afar. No matter how you conceal your whereabouts, there will be countless eyes watching you.
É, o cara é um famoso no meio de uma cidade. Óbvio que todo mundo vai saber.
Curious to know asked around for information. Then it was only a matter of time before word of the threatening letter spread all of...
So that's what Charlotte...
Indeed. I did not expect that this could be kept hidden for too long. But the rumors still spread.
You know, it could be because you attract more attention than you think.
Com esse estilo todo, com essa moda casual aí, pô... É o estilinho casual de luxo dele, ó. Óbvio que ele chama muita atenção.
Anyway, any progress with the investigation?
The suspects who threatened Kiara might have to do with a certain smuggling case, but it is still uncertain if there is in fact another party behind all this. We are planning to return to the Palais Mermonia to revisit some details, and identify the senders of that threatening letter.
All right, then I'll round up the Spina di Rosula and wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Nevertheless,
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. As a matter of fact, once the word gets out, no one would dare to harm Kiara in broad daylight. What is more important
tá
is
de
how the
noite.
case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards the Melusine. I hope the same won't happen again. Let us head back.
Cara, se o New Village existe há cotas e cotas de anos aqui como, né?
what are these
Pô,
people doing out on the streets so late at night?
pô, eu só acho que todo mundo já deve saber que o New Village é o que ele é, enfim. Paimon falou uma coisa sensata. Vamos ver o que é, Paimon.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melusine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice is investigating in person.
Os caras estão protegendo aí, ó. Que bonitinho.
That's it! Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself! Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal themselves. But no amount of hiding will keep us from finding them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have already begun to take action. We can't just stand by and watch. Think about how much we owe them. Now that they're in danger, how can we just sit back and do nothing?
Mano, tem uma NPC de Nazuma ali.
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see any
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that. Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop together?
This isn't a good time to be out and about. Come on, don't act tough. I bet you're hungry too.
All right. Let's go buy a cake or something.
You shouldn't ever skip meals. Especially if you have another shift scheduled for later.
I heard even Nervilette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted. We gotta make sure we give it all we've got.
Olha os caras, velho, só pensando no business.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duties if Nervilette wasn't involved?
Relax, I was just playing. We've worked together for years now. If something happened to them, I'd be haunted by regret for the rest of my life.
That's more like it. We should stand guard until the criminal has been caught.
Come and fight me instead, you coward!
Have you heard? Even the special patrol came to help.
Shh! Look! Isn't that Nervilette? I think he's...
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is truly wonderful.
Meu Deus, moto.
Wanna go over and say hi?
No, I should stay where I am. My appearance could give rise. Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Mammonia.
Bora. Vambora.
I'm here.
Mano, tem um teleporte aqui. Eu vou desbloquear ele lá. Ah, não. Linei, você vai subir essa montanha, amigão. Rebola. Eu adoro me aliviar mentalmente. Olha. Olha o gingado. Ok, agora vamos subir de verdade. Eu devia usar mais o Linei quando eu estivesse aqui em Fontaine, cara. Porque ele marca os itens que tem que pegar. Mó da hora, velho. Ih. Tem um bagulho ali. Olha, eu juro que eu sou bom de arco. Só não sei. Oxi. Pronto. Da próxima eu vou de Diona, pelo menos. Tá. O que eu faço? Pode receber. Tá, eu vou fingir que eu entendi. Então... O que? Eu tenho que bater nesse negócio aqui? Tá bom. Guba, fica aqui. Mano... Não, pera aí, eu não entendi, cara, na moral. Isso aqui não faz o menor sentido. Cara, não entendi nada, velho. Não esquece. Vamos desbloquear o teleporte. Vamos só pegar isso aqui, ó, pra pegar o bagulho do Battle Pass. Eu nem sei se eu já peguei ou não. Mas é bom sempre pegar ferro, essas coisas assim. É aquilo, né? Piscou, é quebrável, nós vem e pega, porque essa é a lei do Genshin. Pega isso aqui. Ah, vocês adicionaram muita coisa nesse jogo, mirroio. Deixa quieto, vai. Tem que passar um dia inteiro investigando o que dá pra fazer em Fontaine, velho. Um dia inteiro. Porque é tanta mecânica nova, velho. É, velho, agora que eu vi, tinha um bagulho de desafio de tempo ali embaixo. Não devia ter feito. Entra aqui, velho. Se eu disparar um gatinho ali, será que eu... Será que fica aqui durante a cutscene? Ah, não tem cutscene. Vamos recuperar a vida. Sobre o disciplina de Rosou, sobre o conselho de... Eu vou nesse daqui. Nível pedido, colaborar. Procure por documentos suspeitos, caixa de propina. Suspeitos confessaram seus crimes. Sobre espina de Rosula. Tá, não era esse. Tá, era um documento suspeito, então... Não deve ser sobre o TRÁS, deve ser sobre o caso de contrabando.
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom. The list of involved suspects should be...
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide following trial. Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders but who did not participate in the case will not stand trial. Among them, surveillance of Essan has ceased on account of his good behavior. All other personnel remain on our watch list.
So many names.
Yes, There is something it seems like he's closely related to the core members of the smuggling case, and he moves around without much restriction.
A gente volta pra nave.
Someone claiming to be from the Spina Durasula just checked in with us. He said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe." Huh?
Café.
How did Nadia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out the suspect.
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far.
Vamos lá. É a nave, né, pai? Ela é top. Vamos correndo aqui, ó. Aí a gente sai. Pronto, agora a gente volta aqui como se nada tivesse acontecido. Tem coisa no meu Discord, cara. Vou ter que ir lá buscar o notebook pra ele ficar do meu lado. Tá, o café é aqui perto. Então vamos do jeito mais seguro conhecido pelo homem. Foi um belo salto. Não vou negar. Mas eu tava me referindo a outro método bem conhecido pelo homem. Pronto, aí ó. E é assim que se chega no chão. Ih! Ih!
Hey Nadia, we're here.
Cala a boca, pai.
Whoa. Check out all these people. These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Marechaussee Phantom. They're usually hidden in the Fleuve Cendre, but...
Invite them over.
Exactly. Now, I heard there's great coffee here, and so I...
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be...
I've wanted to have a meetup.
But... Oh well. Let's get back to business.
Yes, that's me.
Ih! A cara dela.
You're Essa?
Yes, monsieur, Nervilette.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
I did, but I was just following orders.
Oh. Orders from whom?
Domenico. He was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico. Where is he now?
The fortress of Meropide.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place. Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves. This was as much as I could do.
You've done more than enough. I am extremely grateful for your help.
You're the numb. Please permit me to end this. Aí ele vai lá e transforma os caras em areia.
Leave the formalities for later. You should find Domenico first. If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it...
All right then, let's head to the fort.
Vamos lá. E é claro que a gente tem que fazer também... Continuar a missão para ocupar as seguintes missões. Por que eu abro missões demais, velho? Qual a missão que eu tenho que seguir agora? Ah, tá. Agora eu posso seguir o modo história. Vamos lá. Isso vai ser uma bagunça. Agora sim a gente vai pro modo história. E agora a gente entra aqui e vai falar de um assunto mó nada a ver.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies, Monsieur Neuvillette did speak.
Obrigado.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping me take a look? I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full.
Beleza, obrigado.
Everyone's so busy. See,
A gente passa pela porta e a Alertino passa. Ó, transição.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
that's all right. We just ate.
Very well.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to.
Pai, mas você não precisa dizer tudo que a gente vai fazer, tá, pai? Mas ele já falou.
All right. I should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the fortress of Meripede.
That's right.
Tá bom, a gente saiu da fortaleza, tá. Oh.
A massive whale.
Sua mãe.
Do you have any idea what that?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tivat. Therefore, we can...
Immersed in primordial.
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes? What is it?
Ah, right. We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was... The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an...
The water level?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time, and have already returned to normal now. However, if the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go.
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans, but I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once
Beleza, chefia. Tá bom.
Please be careful.
Não precisa falar não, pai, amor, já sei. Eu vou para o Potion. Vamos lá para o Potion. E lá no Potion a gente vai saber o que fazer. Fato, isso é uma porra. Opa, chegamos.
Oh no, what happened here?
E não, todo mundo dissolvido é. Não, cala a boca. Caralho, velho, tá tudo destruído mesmo, velho. Mano. Qual é a nave? Nave? Nave.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone up.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right, just hurry.
Os caras estão ajudando, bora continuar.
I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own?
Mano, tá todo mundo desabrigado, serão.
My Desiree.
pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Ah, véi. Nossa, mano. Návia. Návia. Eu tô real preocupado, sério. Tá, aquilo ali me interessa. Foi mal, Návia, mas eu sou meio ganancioso. E a ganância é um pecado, olha o que acabou de acontecer. Mano. Eu devia ter vindo poção antes, velho. Explorado mais esse lugar. Porra, que era mó bonitão, velho. Toda a estética. Não sei porquê, mas me passa uma vibe meio Atlantis, tá ligado? Pronto. Pega isso aqui. Tem alguma coisa ali embaixo. Tem gente ali. Návia. Návia, estou.
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there. Hey, Navia, are you okay?
Ela tá triste pra cara? É só seu olhar.
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Oh, meu Deus.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical...
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof.
Jump down then. Find the leader of Squad 1, and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right. You'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways.
Mano, por que o áudio ficou baixinho dela, hein?
The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water, leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape.
Mano.
As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really...
Ah, não, véi.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Ah, qual é, Eder? Você vai perguntar ainda? Eu já percebi, cara. Não precisa. Ah, mano.
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon, would...
Huh?
Thank you.
Vamos lá, vamos acompanhar ela, vamos. Eu acho que se a gente der TP aqui na entrada do poção, fica tranquilo. Nossa, mano. Os NPC... Você fala alguma coisa do que aconteceu? Ah, tá. Tô ligado, tô ligado. É foda. O cara manda um tô ligado. Ah, mano. Nossa, velho. Que bad, mano. É alto demais, é alto demais. Mais um pulinho a gente chega, mais um pulinho a gente chega. A gente chega, aê, pulinho. Beleza. Vamos lá. E fica de dia. Nossa. Ai, esse jogo é muito estranho nos horários. Não tem muito...
That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia?
Just...
Fontaine. Nossa. É bem as características de cada nação, né? Em Mondstadt você é bêbado, em Niue você é rico, em Nazuma você é patriota, sei lá. Em Sumero você é indiano e aqui você é depressivo.
Malus and Silver.
What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time, and they were caught in the seawater.
Nossa, velho. Não é hora pro cara tocar funk essas horas aqui na rua, velho. Ah, mano.
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just gone. I just can't.
Ah, mano.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even...
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not?
Not in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. Oh, but I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Luce and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast,
Ah, tô chamando o portão.
I could do
Justo
nothing
agora.
for them.
Yeah. Voltei. Eu tenho um tempo antes do meu pai sair do banheiro, guys. Então vamos lá.
I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy Ray, Joinville, Julianne, Esson, as well as Malus and Silver. So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And the overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Right! Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that Malus and Silver were not the...
You're right. Thank you, Paimon.
Paimon sensata uma vez.
What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually.
Oh!
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
O que você tá fazendo aqui, filho?
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground.
Sai fora.
As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. That doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger... Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Não, sai fora.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite...
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster.
É de Fontaine, né? Eu não confio em Fatui, foi mal, moça.
Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
Verdade, filho. Você tava lá em Chinesaia. Porra. Pra você fugir da profecia, É só você ir embora? É foda.
You're one who will try to change fate then?
É.
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Terre. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention.
Crianças. Linei, Linette, Freminette.
Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Ah.
Alright, then we'll just...
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would... Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the fortress of Maripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson.
Então a hora de comparar é essa.
Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck. And at present, we're all...
So that's why the Fatui were already in...
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents. Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you. Which is why I want
E a gente não confia nem pouco nele por algum motivo. Posso confiar numa forasteira como você? Não, então.
The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such. Even though you are not from... I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh! That somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
Eu tô com medo dessa mulher.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price.
Menos quando ela tá longe, aí eu não tenho
Since the
tanto
children
medo.
consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right?
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
Well, I'm sad, yes. But there's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me.
Beleza.
Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need some...
Vamos.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you...
Vamos lá.
Alright. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's head.
Cara, tá. Se isso aqui tá acontecendo, então por que o banner é da Furina e do Baizu, velho? Porra. O que precisam fazer na Arlequina e na nave? A nave já tá feita, pô. Já vazou a gameplay dela. Enfim. Personagem importante eles vão deixar pra lá. Se bem que, pô... A moça deve ser importante. Por que eu tô andando? Porque eu não tenho TP perto. Eu não tô usando a Sayu, cara, que ódio. Cai aqui. Será que depois de cair a gente recupera toda a estamina? É, quase, metade. Metadinha tá bom, bora. Desliza. Vai correndo. Dá umas batidinhas. E as ruínas ficam pra lá. E eu tô muito considerando botar a Sayu no time. É muito mais efetivo que a Diona. Nunca joguei com a Diona, cara. Botei ela no time pela ressonância, tá ligado? Tem ruínas.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about?
They seem to be pretty ancient.
Let's go in.
Just be...
Beleza. Ah! Saudade de entrar em um desses. Inteligência fator indica que esse lugar pode... Tá bom. O nível da equipe tá baixo, claro. A gente tem esse projeto de gente aqui. Eu não vou arriscar, então eu vou com o meu time principal. Eu boto um Kazurra só pra ter? Só pra deixar fácil?
Sounds good to me.
Boto uma Sayu só pra ter loli? Bota uma Sayu só pra ter loli? Não. É meio foda botar ela. Yau Yau? O resto é tudo muito fraco. Essa conta é um nojo às vezes de olhar em pô. Tem gente que deve olhar isso aqui, deve ter um infarto. Vamos deixar Saiu só pra ter. Eles estão pedindo alguma coisa? Não. Nenhum elemento de muita importância, assim. Eu vou pegar a toalha pro meu pai. Eu tenho um tempinho, porque pô, até sair, enfim. Bora lá. Só iniciar, vamos ver como é que é o lugar. Vamos ver a cutscene, vamos lá. E sim, esse é o meu time principal. Esse é o meu meta, pessoal. Ninguém precisa de padrão. Oitentinha. Tá bom. Nossa, ok. Gostei da iluminação. Lugar bonito. Pô, mini baú, hein? Podia ser uma adição nova, hein? Olha, mini baú, tá ligado? Ah, Shongyu. Pelo amor, né, fi? Pô, você não vai dar mergulho? Única... Mano. Aí. Por que o Shongyu tá... Shongyu? Mano, o Shongyu tá sarrando uma pedra, velho. Ué, olha o pessoal sarrando pedra. Olha que loucura. Enfim, vamos de Saiu, porque Saiu dá sorte. E agora vamos esperar, porque, né? Amigão aqui não tem paz.
Trabalho colaborativo. Você não faz certo na minha conta.
Nessa live vai ter que ser muito ser cortado. Ô, Saiu, cala a boca. Pô, você vai falar a hora que eu tô ouvindo, velho. Opa. Mano. Que bicho é aquele, velho? Seja o que for. O objetivo é ali. Ah, tá.
Swift and merciful.
Nossa, velho. Toma, você merece. Ah, você. Eu tenho algo guardado pra você.
Can't catch me.
A touch of frost.
Let it rain. I'll race you there.
Submit for judgment.
Yeah, I'll protect us. And away I go. Ha. Ha.
Toma, toma e toma e toma. É bem simples matar os e forte. Ah, sim. Olha, baú. Será que eu consigo jogar esses lá embaixo? Ah, eu adoro essa música.
Gotta dash. Ha. Ha.
Eu consigo jogar eles lá embaixo. Ah, velho. É igual aquela música de Sumero, cara. Só toca quando tem bicho fraco. Só toca quando tem bicho fraco e quando a batalha vai durar 2 segundos. Saudade de Sumero às vezes. Só pela música também. Opa, cutscene.
This place has also been contaminated by...
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely...
Ah, véi, não. Mano, o que a gente vai fazer então?
That complicates things. Maybe...
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rot. I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
All right. Come with us for now, then.
Mano, a pessoa esse jogo fala, agora vai, sem encostar na água.
Oh no, it's a dead end.
Tá,
Let's try climbing over from the side.
ok. Dá pra gente vir por aqui. Não. Mano, se eu der tibum, será que eu morro? Não sou de Fontaine, né? Eu morro. Eu não sou de Fontaine, cara. Saiu de Fontaine, foda-se. Ou fácil. Opa, investigar. Ah, nem para ser artefato pra gente poder queimar depois. Quem que vai querer as cenouras mofadas daqui? Tá tudo mofado, rapaziada. Nem Diona salva essas coisas aqui. Se bem que Diona é mais na bebida, né? Não na cozinha. Enfim, vocês me entenderam. Dispositivo estranho. A capa da rua do lugar tá aqui, bora indo. Tá bom. Meu Deus, esse jogo de câmera. Ei!
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge. Run for it!
Ah, não. Ponte que cai não. Não. Eu não tenho boas memórias com isso. Eu joguei Shadow of the Colossus. Não. Faz isso comigo não, jogo. Mano. Não. Não, velho, não. Poison?
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Maloose.
Oh. Was I sleeping?
Yes, it would appear so.
I must be tired.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot. It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. This is a familiar feeling, yet something's a little strange.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Mano.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one
Ah,
they
não
were
vira a
looking for.
tela, não
I
vira.
wasn't even the guarantor for that person.
Já volto.
They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor Obina was getting fed up with them.
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett, what was it that you wanted to give to Miss Navia again?
Oh, yes. One moment, I have it right, Miss Navia. These are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful once they bloom. I don't know what we would have done without your help, so this is a...
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them. Malus, we do still have some empty flower pots at home, right?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, demoiselle.
Ah, véi.
In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs.
Very well.
Wait. Something seems to be off here.
Quero
Excuse me,
chorar,
madam.
véi.
If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett, correct?
That's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar to me. I must have heard it. I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, I'm sure of. And why are there so few people around here? Where did everyone go?
We must mind the time, demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Huh? We do? Like what?
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the opera house. Your trial is about...
My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the opera house?
Yes, she's right, demoiselle. It's just about time now.
Oh?
Nós vai jogar com a Navia? Ah, que porra! Nem pra gente andar com ela um pouquinho, jogo? Sério? Oi, vocês estão ficando fraco. Pô, é só botar personagem pra andar. Não é como se já não tivessem ela em game, né?
Look, it's Navia. She's here.
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be up, Karina. Desiree. Joyvin. Jolien. Essen. Where's... And as for the judge... Huh? Where's Miss...
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany.
All right. But Are you sure you can stand by?
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today...
Mano, o que tá
What kind
acontecendo?
of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Enough with the whispering! Could someone please...
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rasula, someone held in high regard by every soul in Poisson. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rasula fought for the well-being of those in...
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties. You are one with us. We are one big family. All of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. And with you being so important, we couldn't possibly do without you. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us forever.
Huh? What are you... everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having me stand here like this? What is there to discuss?
Oh, well, if that's what you think, then I have no further
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Let the court judge her now. She's guilty!
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
Eu não tô entendendo nada, mas bora.
Independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything.
Eu acho que é assim que se sente o grupo do Luffy. Enfim.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand to help others. Please do not mistake her actions as being a...
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro. Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water, everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro. Now, I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay.
We... And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle. And that is how we will enforce justice.
My head... It hurts.
Mano, o que tá acontecendo?
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the... Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just.
Opa.
Navia belongs to us.
Tá piscando o cianide ali, hein?
She should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying? No more excuses.
She says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss Navia, she...
Vem, então.
Silence.
Eita! Que?
That's...
Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind or something? My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be...
Ah, véi.
Malus. Silver.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye. Goodness.
Mano.
Farewell.
Ah, mano. Quero chorar.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
Oh, yeah.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were...
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare?
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
What is...
I think I saw two Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second. But they gave... Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
Perhaps those two Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me. To think that they'd keep doing so even after death.
Please come with me.
Tá ficando difícil esconder o segredo de que você é um dragão, hein, pai? Tá foda.
Are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right.
Why do you look so stiff? Oh, Paimon knows.
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Ela pula na água.
Huh? Why didn't you...
I suppose so. Ah, Sigewinne. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
No way.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewinne would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
Oh, and the Duke also says that.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well in the Fortress of Meropide.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. So, Nerva
Você é especialista,
Yes.
sabe? Por que a gente tem que falar?
going anywhere? Let's try something else.
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave. We had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Yeah, we originally planned to...
Por que a gente tem que deixar a Paimon falar? É foda. Loves Dexterity.
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting
E
like
lá.
that. I'm feeling much better now.
Algum estagiário esqueceu de legendar,
Will
hein?
you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Abre essa porta, pera aí. Deixa eu olhar em volta, vai que tem baú aqui.
I'm out of here!
Eu cortei todo o caminho. Eu cortei todo o caminho. Nossa, mas roio. Vocês fizeram um serviço porco, hein? Pô. O jogo é lindo, a narrativa é linda, mas puta que pariu, cara. Por que não botaram uns buracos ali, velho? Eu não quero pular o negócio, eu quero... Quero chegar aqui e enfrentar o bicho. O jogo, acho que esse cara vai ser o suficiente.
Fourth, my blade.
Eu nem preciso de muito.
From whence you came.
Come on out! No escape! Let the show begin. Oh.
One with my blade.
And away I go!
Que serviço por quem Royoverse. Dá pra pular e não ter que enfrentar o bicho, olha só.
Oh no, another unstable path. Watch your step.
Meu Deus, tá bom. Vamos continuar seguindo. Até as madeiras estão caindo, velho, sério? Pior que estão. Saiu, não deu uma de caia, não seja burro. Abre isso aqui. Abre. Agora a gente olha em volta, porque com certeza... Mano, é sério, olha isso, velho, olha. Não, na boa, tô indignado, velho, olha. Olha isso. Mano. Literalmente cortei tudo, velho. Olha os gorila. Mano, os gorila nem conseguem vir aqui atrás de mim, velho. E o pior, eu não consigo voltar, ó. Eu tenho que subir rápido. Tá, né? Mano, é sério, velho.
Seems we're almost at the top. Keep
Arroio, meu Deus do céu, hein? Sabe o que é pior? Eu tenho certeza que eu posso dar a volta. Mano, tipo, eu não quero enfrentar esses caras, velho, porque são dois e são Guardião da Ruína. E Guardiões da Ruína são chatos. Ah, eu vou enfrentar essa música. Fih, vocês estão ferrados agora.
Let's dance.
Swift and merciful.
Me causa o máximo de dano que vocês puderem, eu quero. Recebo tudo.
But how? Submit for judgment.
Get him. Let it rain. Almost touched.
Ok, isso não.
I feel kind of woozy.
Não, na boa, senta. Senta aí, bichão. E agora nós brinca pra valer, ó.
I'll protect us.
One with my blade.
Ah, aquele bicho lá sobe no slime. Ah, tá.
No one escapes my sights. I'm out of here.
Fica perto, filho. Fica perto que daí eu dou dano em vocês e dou ao mesmo tempo.
Let's dance.
É, não dou não. Pô, esse cara é muito chato, velho. Para de rodar, velho. Para. Vai rodar na sua mãe, cara.
That's more like it. Go, go, Baron Bunny.
Saiu, finaliza.
Way I go.
Obrigado, saiu. Você é muito linda. Toma. Seu cuzão, devia ter pulado isso aqui, velho.
Can't catch me.
Fourth, my blade.
Fih, eu sou o melhor mono-ember desse Brasil. E o level design dessa ruína é porco. Mas eu acho que não daria pra pular, não. Agora que eu percebi, tem só aqui, não tem uma porta. Mas lá atrás, meu amigo, foi muito porco. Tipo, não tinha desafio. Era literalmente você dar a volta. Fazer o quê? Entra aqui. Quantos mono-ember tem no Brasil? Atualmente, 2. Eu e o Rosa. Mas sim, eu sou o número 1, é claro. Eu sou o melhor. Ou quer dizer,
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
ainda bem, porque, pô, não teve nada a ver com o negócio, velho. Oxe.
Stone slates. It seems like they were...
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
A gente tem câmera, vamos tirar foto,
There are 4
sabe?
locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty...
And the surrounding walls also show signs of...
There's something written below.
Por que você tem que ler? Enfim.
Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future.
It feels like...
That would fit the
Ah, eu pulei
circumstances
da nave.
dictated by the prophecy.
Merda.
Yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
There's a person kneeling here.
And is that Lady Farina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
And is that a ring of people around her?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it. Most likely due to us missing the first...
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Ooh, the Paimon's getting the chills just... This says that it's the history...
I really...
Still... Paimon feels like these images are...
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
Por que eu tô achando que aquela coisa ali é Celestia, velho? É do ladinho de Fontaine.
Lady Farina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
É o que eu imagino. Finalmente Celestia vai aparecer em game? Porra, seria bom, hein?
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records.
Egeria.
The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in such
Porque
a posture?
Celestia só deve ter uns arrombados.
Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone, or some people, once saw these slates?
Eu entendo certas pessoas, cara, não entendo.
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no
Da
time
Farina.
to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Da Furina. Rapaziada, Furina não sabe tipo nada, velho. Mas não, isso ninguém não me convence que isso aqui não é Celestia, cara. Ninguém nunca vai me convencer o contrário. Celestia tem essas vibes de fazer essas coisas aí. Os caras botam Arconte pra mamar, velho. Nem sei quanto tempo de live já estamos. Deixa eu tentar dar uma olhada.
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat.
Você não faz nada, pai.
Just head back to the Fluvsandre and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion with you.
Beleza.
Are we gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem?
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
All right, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her any—
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fluvsandre is always open to you as ever. So please don't think you're an imposition. All right. I'll be on my way then.
Beleza. Tchau, princesa. E é isso. Nave, Novidade, vou embora e você... Vai pra espina da Rosula? De novo. Beleza, jogo. Você que sabe. Mas essa... Eu confio nisso. Eu só tô falando que ninguém vai me convencer ao contrário.
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight.
Tá vendo? Não vou. Também. Ou sou pobre, como é que... Que?
Oh, that voice. Is that who I think it is?
Que?
Huh?
it's you two. What are you doing in Fontaine?
As estrelas não te falaram que poderiam nos encontrar aqui?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadt surname?
É verdade.
Yeah. Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change that name. There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however...
It isn't?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Grande. É isso.
Wow!
Cara,
Imagine including a boast.
eu esperava encontrar qualquer pessoa aqui.
Put that into your genealogy as well?
Esperava encontrar qualquer pessoa. Ian Fei, provavelmente, talvez. Esperava ver a Narida aqui. Mas Mona? A Mona foi surpresa, cara.
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one.
Deixa eu perguntar qual é o nome da sua mestre.
Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus.
Whoa, that's a long one.
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice as great Scholar of the Stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrology.
Thrice as great? That's so...
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but when she took me in, she changed her name to...
Talk about excessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
Viajante, força tripla, prêmio de apetite triplo. É, eu posso dar uma zoada no pai, mas eu posso me esnobar. Mas eu não sou desumilde, então eu vou esnobar a pai.
Terrible! But anyway, you're not Fontanian.
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dorman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for...
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you...
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same.
Água de banho.
There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this...
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less... scary.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of all Tevat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a mistake.
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person...
Of course. The old hag could do it. And I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar.
Precisa determinar a precisão da profecia.
Huh? Are you sure?
Claro.
All right. I'll help you.
Thanks,
Obrigado.
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are quite welcome.
That's the greatest of astrologists for you, of all the people we know.
Indeed, indeed. That's the spirit.
Bajule ela e ela te dá o que você
Oh,
quer.
sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the Spina di Rosula.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks. If Paimon hadn't spoken for you, it'd be you getting all the weird looks. Huh. The things Paimon does for you.
Tá bom, pai. Tá bom. Você que faz pela gente. Não é porque o jogo não deixa a gente ter voz ativa.
That's more like it.
Até ela concorda. Mano, não acaba não, véi. Já tudo longo. Beleza, acabou. Eu acho que acabou até meu ânimo, velho. Nossa, velho. Não, pera. Eu posso sentar? Eu posso sentar. Eu vou ficar sentadinho. E eu vou encerrar a live aqui. Vamos de modo câmera pra ficar bonitinho. Isso aí, se o jogo quiser funcionar, claro. Vamos pegar a conquista. E essa, como é a minha conta principal, a gente não tem a disponibilidade de dar muitos tiros, porque eu já dei pra caramba. E eu não tenho dinheiro pra dar outro. E é isso. Eu tenho 20 dias, 19 dias pra conseguir isso aqui. Eu consigo. Eu vou fazer minha parte, porque queremos a Furina. E é isso. Só isso que temos a dizer. Então, modo câmera, por favor. Obrigado. Vamos achar um ângulo bom. Isso. Quer dizer, o ângulo bom até o que a gente achou. Aí a gente só não consegue dar zoom. Agora a gente conseguiu, né? Deixa assim. Acho que assim tá bom. Isso. Vamos desfocar o fundo. E ela tem como olhar pra câmera? Não. Então eu vou ter que fazer isso por minha conta mesmo. Deixa assim tá bom. Enfim, chegamos aqui a mais um final de live. Eu agradeço a todo mundo que acompanhou e espero ver vocês nos possíveis cortes que essa live pode ter. Ou no possível melhores momentos. Depende. Pode acontecer. Enfim, mais uma vez, obrigado. A gente agradece sempre pela colaboração de vocês aqui nesse canal. Por favor, considere se inscrever e me ajudar a vagabundear fazendo conteúdo pra internet, ao invés de trabalhar como um CLT normal. Enfim, eu sou o Mr. Sans e falou. Nos vemos na próxima live. Eu não sei finalizar vídeos, então é isso. Adiós!